here, and to have someone like Lynette, really lay out the way blockchain is supposed to be done, right? When it comes to the retail space, when it comes to the marketing space, helping people, empowering people with information. I've met a lot of people over those 10 years, but no one like this woman uh, has explained it the way that she explains it, and really really just opened the vault and said, here, this is how it really works. This is what it's supposed to do. Right. So it's an honor to be, in this development with her, and, really take it on the chin, and celebrate. I can't wait till we really, really celebrate. I know all that's coming, and, just grind it out, because, we're doing something special and something that never be duplicated, and it's going to empower and just help so many people all over the world. Not, it already has, honestly, but we have a ways to go to really carry out the vision that she has in that head of her. So I want to bring her up and just, let her take the stage, and just be ready. Take notes, be prepared, get to a quiet place, because you're only going to retain a certain percentages of this anyway. And she takes it to a certain level to where you really want to be paying attention, because she's going to drop some nuggets. She's going to drop some gems, and or probably on you as well. And aha moments are going to happen, but I just want you to really be in a place to where you're not distracted, and you're in a quiet place to take notes and just listen really intently. Okay. It's really, really important, because this project needs your attention. All right. So without further ado, I want to bring up Miss Lynette Artin, the creator of Move Quest. I think I got her unmuted. I thought she was unmuted.
There we go.
She
Now
is.
I'm unmuted. All
There we go.
right.
Yeah, absolutely. Take it away. Appreciate you.
Now I'm really excited about what we're getting ready to offer to the community when we have the 4-tier hatchery go live. And so, we have a core group of people that we kind of collaborate with, because they're communicating with the community. I don't have a whole lot of time to be able to do that. And so they bring that feedback back. And sometimes, we get frustrated and it's like, oh, okay, what do we got to do? And then, I have to go back to my spreadsheets and I have to make everything work. But everybody who is on this webinar right now, one, we don't take question and answers on our webinars just so we can keep them short. And I got to be able to move through this quick. If you got your hand raised, I would just suggest that you go into Q&A and ask your question. One of our hosts, Ken, Brandon, Quentin, or Chad, will answer whatever your question is with your hand raised. So this way everybody can stay focused, and we don't really open it up to the community for these calls. So if you know where your emojis are, I guess the first thing I want to know is how many of you here are holding your MoveQuest tokens, because you see the vision, you see what this project is doing and what it's going to do in the future. Okay, this presentation or this webinar is for you. Those of you who aren't holders, you really want to pay attention, because it might make you understand why you want to hold. So how many of you want to become very well off over the next 12 months? Would like to see, if you're not wealthy, but at least be able to be debt-free, pay off your car, not have to worry about whether you have your mortgage payments covered each month, be able to take a few vacations, take your kids to the mall, not have to look at a price tag when they want to buy something. Okay, that's what this is going to do for you. And I don't blow smoke. I'm not a hype person. You guys know that. I'm all numbers. And I do get crypto probably better than most people do. I understand it. And I'm not patting my own back or tooting my own horn. I'm just telling you a fact be told. I get it. And so those of you who are here, you're going to get it too when it's all said and done. The next thing I want to ask all of you is, does everybody understand what supply and demand means? With your hand up. Exactly. So if you have more supply than you have a demand, does everybody understand that that market value is going to go down? The token's market value? So if people are selling and there's not a major demand, because everybody knows we're just getting ready to go into that rebrand, right? And so we haven't really been pushing it, but everybody is still mining. And while we're mining, people are selling, right? And you do whatever you want to do. We don't, we can't say anything about that. We don't even want to control that. We want people to do whatever it is they feel they need to do. But what we can do is we put things in place to kind of suggest the market behavior that needs to be there. And so for those of you who are holding, and there's a lot of people that hold, trust me, because in circulation, we've got roughly about 305,000 MoveQuest tokens that are always there. Okay. And there's only 2,500 a day that go into circulation, period. Okay. So we have got some major holders here and we want to reward our holders. So gotta hear me out throughout the whole webinar here so that you understand. Don't get discouraged right out of the gate because I'm going to give you some bad news right now. Okay. But it's really good news, but it's going to sound bad at first. As of February 1st, there will be no more reserve MoveQuest tokens. Okay. No more reserve MoveQuest tokens. So from August 1st, when we started mining until February 1st, you have the 2,500 MoveQuest tokens that were in reserve. But what we're realizing is that the selling behavior isn't changing, right? It doesn't matter how much we explain it. And we're brand new, right, on the Avalanche chain. The Binance Smart Chain, that was our beta phase, and it's got about 500 people that are mining over there. That'll get better as we start to introduce and it grows. The Avalanche chain has got almost 10 times that, okay, almost 5,000 people a day that are submitting. So the Avalanche chain is doing tremendously well. And I don't know if you guys pay attention to the liquidity or not. We've had almost $200,000 added in liquidity since Sunday. It's awesome, right? Yep, the market value is going down in the token, but you still see the liquidity coming back up again. Why? Because we have a self-funding ecosystem. What we don't want to do is dilute the market even more, right? Or put too many in circulation. And so as of February 1st, that 2,500 isn't going to be in a reserve wallet. But what we're going to do is they're going to be staking rewards. How do we do that? When you stake your MoveQuest, you're going to get miners instantly in real time. And I'm going to show you my spreadsheets, but not at first. I want everybody to follow me first. So you're going to stake your MoveQuest and you're going to get your miners immediately. And that MoveQuest is locked for a pretty decent amount of time, but you're the ones who are going to get that extra MoveQuest every day. You hold, you're going to get those extra rewards. And we're going to make this available for the next 4 years. Okay. Or as the community grows, it may decrease the amount of time that it goes out, and then the daily amount will increase, right? We want to keep it at 25% of the MoveQuest so that people are really going to be able to make some serious money in MoveQuest because you're holding those tokens. So you're staking to get the miners. That's the product that you're getting for staking. And when it comes to like regulations, when it comes to crypto, and I think that Trump has really opened the doors to almost making it the wild, wild west again with that meme collection that he has. So I don't mind it. I'm pretty happy about that fact that we can go back to the wild, wild west a little bit, but still want to stay within regulations. And so, staking is a lucrative way to make money on your crypto. I do a lot of staking, but for us and our platform, staking is a means to the product, meaning the miners. Okay. So everybody who comes in, it's going to be only the tier 4 because that's the one that you stake the longest in. Okay. The tier 4, you actually are staking that MoveQuest for 222 days, almost the entire time that we've been mining on the Avalanche chain. Now I'm going to open up my spreadsheets and I'm going to explain to you why. And I know my spreadsheets get confusing to people, but I can only work with numbers or else this thing would be a hot mess. So I'm not going to go over a whole lot of detail. I'm actually going to skip right down to how the staking with the hatchery works. So the first thing I'm going to do, I've got the 4-tier hatchery, the 4th tier, which is the 100%. What this does is it allows people to, with the 4 tiers, and I'll show you this real quick. We've given you 4 different levels of staking. Everybody's financial situation is different. We never want a barrier to entry. And I'm going to zoom this down to like 125% here. Okay. So I'm going to change this to 25%. And what this means is that if you are only staking 25% of MoveQuest, we're not holding it that long. It's 60 days. You do pay more in the fee, but what it is the project isn't going to experience any negative backlash from this in the liquidity. because what you're doing is you're pulling the same amount as if you went and minted your miners and evolved them, but you're holding onto that MoveQuest in the staking contract. You're going to get your miners immediately. So if you come in and let's say you want to do eight navigators, okay, at the 25%, you would get 8 navigators. Instead of having to mint them for 400, you would actually deposit $100 of MoveQuest and you would pay the hatching fee of $300. So it's a 25-75 split. It means that you're going to stake 25% of your MoveQuest and you're going to pay 75% in the AVAX. That MoveQuest is going to be staked for 60 days. If it's a 50-50 split, it means that you're depositing 50% of the $400 fee, which would be minting and then evolving. So it goes up, you know, Navigator, Trailblazer, Explorer, and then down here I have the Vanguards, and that's what I'm going to share with you guys. Those of you that want to really stake and make the money in the 4th tier. And it has a 120-day hold. Why? Because you're staking more MoveQuest. So we want to hold that out of circulation because you're getting all that 200 back. Okay. So you're basically your fee actually becomes the time that your MoveQuest is locked in a smart contract and can't be sold. Now, if you do the 75%, there you go. It's locked for 180 days. You're actually locking up $300 of your MoveQuest for the navigator. You're getting 8 navigators for $100, okay, an AVAX fee. Immediately, you'll get those 8 miners, and then that MoveQuest is locked for that 180 days. But then in 180 days, you get all your MoveQuest back, not $300 worth of MoveQuest. So let's say that MoveQuest is $100, okay, in 180 days. Are you only going to get 3 MoveQuest back? No, you're going to get all 32.86 MoveQuest back. All right. So we don't keep any of that MoveQuest. You get the number of MoveQuest back. And so basically it's like a bank for you because you're saving it and you're removing the MoveQuest out of circulation. Okay. It can't be sold. And so that immediately puts value into that liquidity pool. Now, I want you to pay attention here to the Vanguards. You'll never be able to evolve or hatch Titans. You have to merge and evolve them. That's the highest miner. It's got a lot of benefits that the other miners don't get. So you need 16 of the Vanguards. And so at 100%, this is the only tier that you can earn staking MoveQuest for staking your MoveQuest, okay? It's the only tier. It has to be the 4th tier, and it's the 100%. If you wanted 16 Vanguards, because that's what it takes to get to 8 Titans, you would still lock up $3,060 worth of MoveQuest, 394 MoveQuest. You pay a fee, and I'll show you what that fee is per miner, of $33.75, okay, because it goes into liquidity. So we have to do at least that 15% fee. So on 16 of those Vanguards, you're spending $540 of AVAX. In 222 days, you're going to get all 394 MoveQuest back, plus, this is the caveat of the whole thing. You guys are going to love this, but let's look here first. You're actually saving $3,000. The total cost, once you take those 16 Vanguards and you merge them into Titans, your total cost is $3,340. So everybody can get started with Titans if you lock your MoveQuest for 222 days for $3,060. So it cuts it down more than half. What the beautiful thing is about this is that this MoveQuest is locked for 222 days. And because you've locked it, now you're going to get the staking rewards. So let me show you this right here. Right now, there's a total of 308,472 MoveQuests that's in circulation. In total, 331,452 are locked in smart contracts, whether it be the MoveQuest contract where we can never retrieve them. People just send them to the contract address, the mining doc MoveQuest, MoveQuest that's in the compensation contract, the evolution contract where the distribution, oh no, this is the wallet, evolution wallet, sorry, 60,506. The current hatchery, the airdrop where the daily distribution is coming from, and then what's in the liquidity pool. Okay, the current market value is at $8.37. Well, at least at the time I did the spreadsheet, I'm not sure what it is right now. And I've put the future market value at $100, just so everybody knows when we come down here. So here's what this looks like. In the tier 4, if 57% of the circulating supply locks into tier 4, our liquidity pool is fluid. This means that if this comes up tonight, if it comes up tomorrow, when, Thursday, whatever day it comes up, I'm hoping that it's ready tonight or tomorrow morning, we're fluid. That means the remaining MoveQuest that is in circulation can be sold at basically the price it's at right now. It'll go down just a tad, but not much. Okay, because we're fluid. We're actually 1.02% above fluid. Okay, so that immediately makes this MoveQuest basically a stable token. And that's just by locking up that MoveQuest. Now, if we lock up that 57% of the MoveQuest, let me come back up here. That's a total of 175,000 MoveQuest. Guys, I got to get my reading glasses on, or I can't see this very well. Sorry, 50s. And this would leave 132 circulating. Okay, that's a healthy supply right now for the demand, right? Because we haven't really started growing. We want to see green. Who wants to see green candlesticks? Are you guys tired of seeing red? Red, 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 red. You tired of that? Especially you holders? And there's about 200,000 MoveQuest, really about 250,000 of you that are holders of the MoveQuest. I know you guys hate seeing them red candlesticks as much as I do, don't you? But what's amazing is, do you notice the liquidity? It still stays between 1.1 and 1.4. By the end of the week, we'll probably be back up to the 1.5 million. Okay. And if everybody participates, the holders, into the tier 4 hatchery, you'll probably see the market value of this token start pushing upwards up the $30 and $40 range. And if I can find the time to figure all that out for you, I want to do another call this week. I'm not very good at meeting that. When I say I'm going to do that, I'm not always very good about doing it. So I need to have you guys here, the rest of you hosting this, kind of hold my feet to the ground on that one. So you guys can see what this does for the market value of the token. Now, with this being said, let's say you want the 16 Vanguards, and maybe you're not even going to merge them into Titans. Maybe you're just going to use them for the leasing, because the leasing is also ready to go, right? And this is what you would be getting: 625 MoveQuests per day of the 2,500. And this is set up so that, let's say the community doesn't grow in size, right, between now and the next 4 years. We just maintain the same size community that we have. Then all of you would be able to earn these rewards for the next 4 years, 625 of them per year. Now, as we grow, we'll begin to increase that amount if the demand for the hatchery is there. So this would, if we doubled it, it would only be available for the next 2 years. All right. But right now, so this is a temporary staking reward, that 4th tier. It can't go on forever, because our first year is the only time we actually have that extra MoveQuest that we can work with. Starting August 1st, 7,200 go into circulation every single day. And it has to, because that's what our tokenomics are. So this is the only year that we get this extra MoveQuest where we can reward our holders. We want to reward our holders. You guys are the ones that you see the vision, right? You get it, and you're here for a specific reason. You want to become healthy, and you want this project to reward you for that health. Plain and simple. So you guys are the ones that are going to get the rewards. Why reward the sellers? If they want to sell, they can sell. Because you know what? That 2,500 per day, they're just going to sell it anyway. And we want people to be able to sell their tokens, but sell it when the liquidity pool is healthy. You don't sell it when the liquidity pool isn't healthy. Really, everybody should be on an 80-20 structure. That's smart. That's smart tokenomics. Okay, when you're mining, you only want to sell 20% of your holdings. You don't want to sell 100%, and there's too much of that going on before the demand is there. So how do you fix it? You can't tell people what to do, but you can encourage the type of behavior you want. I'm learning this from my core team, okay? You can encourage the type of behavior you want by changing the narrative. So that's what we're doing. And this is the proof of concept, okay? Binance Smart Chain, beta. Avalanche, proof of concept. When we go up on our next chain, there is no liquidity raise. The pool just starts with $100,000 in liquidity to the MoveQuest tokens, and you begin to mine them. Okay, there is no out of pocket, and everybody is able to mint those miners at 50% who's already on this chain. So beta, Binance, proof of concept, Avalanche. So we can make these little adjustments because it's only going to make the next chains stronger. And so for those of you, do you want to see your numbers? Let's just say all you did was 16 Vanguards. That means that you are locking up 395 MoveQuest tokens. And I already know if we get 57% of this MoveQuest locked up, that we will reach that $100 mark in less than 60 days. Okay, you're locking these puppies up for 222 days. So let's just say it takes 222 days, which it won't. I already know the math on this, to get to the $100 mark. You realize that for every 395 MoveQuest tokens that you've locked in the tier 4 hatchery, that $6,200 is going to turn into $70,670 for you. Okay. More than 10 times your money. Why? Because every single day you're going to be mining 1.4 MoveQuest. Okay. If you're mining with 8 Titans right now, what are you getting per day? 1.4? Guess what? You're going to get the same thing just for staking that MoveQuest for 222 days, every single day. So in 222 days, when you unlock your MoveQuest and you claim your staking rewards, you're walking away with 311. Oh, wait a minute. My rewards, that's per day plus your staking day. So you get the 311 plus your 95. You're walking away with 706 MoveQuest tokens. You're going to make more stake in your MoveQuest to stabilize the liquidity pool, stabilize the market so we can get our job done and we can start to show the world how powerful this project is. And for doing that, we're going to give you more than double. That's what you're going to get. You're going to, no, 10 times more. You're going to end up making 10 times more. Now, if you want to turn those around, put them right back in again, and now the market value goes up to $200, which I'm quite certain we can get it there within that 222 days with absolutely no issue. You will have been making, let me see here. Oh, I got to change it here. Sorry, $200. You're looking at $141,000 that you are going to make for staking 395 MoveQuest tokens. So you can see you're staking what it would cost you to get those 16 Vanguards. You're staking the full amount. So it doesn't have an impact on the pool. It doesn't have an impact on the project. Why? Because you're still locking that up. The difference is, rather than us just keeping it and adding it to the liquidity, we're giving it all back to you. Plus the MoveQuest when you claim your others back. So you give us the time we need to do our job and to build the community and to get this liquidity pool stable like we know it could be. So I don't know if you guys love this or not, but I absolutely love it. Our other option was going to be increase the submission fees so that we had the extra going into the pool to offset the sellers, but that's not part of our ecosystem. That's not the way it works. Because see, the more people that are involved in the community, the less you want to pay in fees. We don't want to always, adjust the fees. It's already on an adjustable amount based on the market value of the token. We don't want to have to go and do that again when there's another strategy that we can use. Reward the holders. How do you reward them? Give them the MoveQuest. They're the ones that are holding it. They're the ones that are responsible. And that's what we're going to do. So you guys, this is going to be ready to go in the next day or two. You're going to really start. I'm starting to sound like Donald Trump again in female form. I'm going to turn this show around. I'm going to show you guys how to get wealthy quickly. And those of you, I know there's some of you that have a lot of MoveQuest. Let me show you what I know one person specifically who has really been buying the heck out of MoveQuest. It's not me. They have 20,000. That's $7 million that they can make in 222 days. How do we get them there? Because this stabilizes the liquidity pool. Our ecosystem can support that. It can support this. That means in 222 days, when he goes and pulls that out, if the market value is, and I'm going to bump this down to 100, just so we stay, within a really achievable range, 3.5 million, if it just goes to $100. And all they did, they've got literally this person has purchased $317,000 worth of MoveQuest tokens. And it's not me. And they're not a seller. They're a holder. And they're probably on this call. And I'm not going to say who they are. but that's somebody who believes in this project. And that person can walk away with $3.5 million. And the pool's there to support it. Why? Because our ecosystem supports responsible tokenomics. And here we go. We've got a small community, guys. We're not even at 5,000. I think we have 4,200 people submitting every day. Oh, and that's the other thing. You have to submit. Okay. So you can't come in from the outside and stake MoveQuest and expect to earn these rewards. You can't do it. You got to have skin in the game. You have to be mining or at least purchase the miners. That's why we do it in the 4-tier hatchery. You have to purchase the miners. You'll get the miners and you need to stake them because you have to submit. Okay. Now, if you miss a day, it's not going to kill you, but you got to make sure, right, that you are submitting every single day. You've got to be engaged in the ecosystem in order to get these rewards. So you stake them, you submit, and you're getting these rewards. That's what strengthens this project. It's the ecosystem. Those of you who are engaged in the ecosystem, those of you who are holding, those of you who get it, you're getting those extra MoveQuest tokens. That's what you're getting. Now, as the liquidity stabilizes and the community is growing, we'll be able to increase this up until they're gone. Okay, so that's 2,500 per day from now, February 1st until August 1st. That's how many people, that's what you'll be able to earn through staking. And you holders, you know you got to love this. You got to absolutely love it. The minimum that you can stake is $50 worth of MoveQuest, okay? So that'd be like about, let me come over here to the 4-tier hatchery. If you were just doing one, it'd be about, I'm going to just say 6, okay? Let's see, my rewards, total staked, 6 MoveQuest. Okay, you're taking $95 and turning it into 1,000 by holding that MoveQuest. That's just one MoveQuest token. So I don't know about you guys, but those of you who are serious about really becoming wealthy from this very incredible project, like nothing ever on the market at the moment, this is the hottest project. We may not have the biggest community, we may not have the largest pool, but we have a project that has a self-sustaining ecosystem that with just staking 157,000 MoveQuest puts our pool at a completely fluid level, making this really a stable token. And now you can start building that wealth. And that's what we're doing. So this is why we're making these changes. It's going to go into effect very, very soon. Like this week, this goes into effect. So you want to be watching it. We don't have a limit. You can stake as much of that MoveQuest as you want. There is no limit on it. But it does have that 222-day hold. So you have to make sure you understand that. There is that 15% fee because it does go to the liquidity. And you get your miners right away. And you are the ones who are now getting that excess MoveQuest, not the entire community. Only those who support the project 100% and, you know, basically exercise responsible conversion. That I don't, you know, I'm not giving financial advice. I'm just giving smart advice. You have a very young project and you got a community that's abusing the pool. If you're overselling before the demand, you're abusing a new project's pool. This ain't a rug pull. This isn't something that's ever going away. It's here to stay. It's here forever. It isn't going away. There's no way this project can bankrupt. You don't have a human running it. Okay, it's all managed by smart contracts and it's got an ecosystem. It's better than a blockchain. So don't abuse it. You know, treat it with tender loving care. It doesn't cost that much to submit every day. You're getting the health benefits, which are huge. I know all of you. I've heard so many of your testimonials. I absolutely love it. The weight loss, how much better you're feeling, you know, your mental health, your physical health, your emotional health. Heck, it's even saving marriages. It's even saving my relationship. I've been with him for 20 years. Most of the time I don't really like him a whole lot, but who does, right? When you're with somebody for 20 years, you look at me, you're like, oh God, really? But we're going on walks together too. We actually find things to talk about now. We're actually having fun. So it's a great project all the way around. There's no downsides to this except for people who are overselling the token before the demand is there. So those of you, you know, we get frustrated, right? We see those red candlesticks. They just rewarded you. All of you holders just got rewarded by the sellers. So now we can thank them. We can thank them because this is the result of it all. See, I told you the cup is always half full. It's never half empty. You just got to figure out how to make it all fit, right? So now the cup's running over because most of you are holders and most of you are going to see your financial life change very, very quickly because this just does nothing but stabilize the heck out of this completely 100%. I'm done. That's all I got.
Yeah. Talk your talk.
What is that
That's
called?
all I
Mic
got.
drop. Boom
Yeah, I'm
or
just
booyah.
like, yeah, this is I said you're retaining like, 15, 20, 10, 15% of this, but I'm literally in shock.
Here's
But
the thing,
everybody
you
is, but
guys,
it's
if
a
you
good thing. It's a good
cannot,
shock though.
yeah, I mean, if you guys
It's
can't figure out
incredible.
how to
It's
get wealthy
amazing.
on your own because you're selling, I'm gonna take you there. I'm gonna like force you
Wow.
right into wealth. That's what I'm gonna do
Wow. Yeah,
because I know how to
yeah,
get you there.
I activated the chat and I said, yeah, this is not the one to hold back. Everybody reactions, hearts. I mean, celebrate everything. I need to play some background music with this one. This is great.
Mark my
This
words.
is great.
Give it the 222 days, and we'll
Yeah.
see millionaires walking out of here because of this move
That
right
is
here.
guys, that's not even what is that? 8 months? What is that? I don't even what is that? August?
It's like
September? What is
six and
that?
a half months, something like that, 7 months, yeah.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? Oh, come on,
And
y'all.
you're not selling them anyway. I mean, this isn't for our sellers.
No.
This is for our holders, right?
Yeah.
Our
This is for
sellers
the
are going to keep
holders.
selling. They're the ones that see by
Right.
doing this, now our holders, they get rewarded. And our sellers can now meet the demand. That's what we've done.
Mhm.
So sellers can
All
keep
right. I'm
selling.
yeah.
And we
I'm a,
just solved it.
mm. All right.
Holders get the extra tokens, not the sellers, because
Yeah,
you're staking
that's
it. Now, that's not saying that you can't hold some out to sell. I'm not saying that.
of course.
But stake what you're not selling
But it
and
definitely
reap the
makes you think
rewards.
twice. It
That's
definitely
right.
makes you think twice. It's like, wait.
Hmm.
Yeah, maybe I'll just sell a little. You're more responsible with the way you sell. You're not as frivolous,
You can,
like, oh, just yeah,
yep, you
it's
can stake
amazing.
all your move quest. It doesn't matter. Yes, 100%. There's no limit on this because guess what? We have learned that you always are going to have enough sellers, and there's 2,500 move quests a day going in. So even if everybody staked every single move quest that's currently in circulation right now, we still got 2,500 of these puppies going out every day. It's still healthy. No limit.
Mm, all right. I'm just sitting back and just watching the chat, and there's a few questions I think that came in that were pretty pertinent to what you were mentioning. But I think any of the leaders, I know Brandon probably is soaking it in, waiting to respond. Chad's
Hey,
here. We're all
you
here.
guys were on the Zoom with me, weren't
Yeah,
you, till 1:30 a.m. the other
yeah.
morning.
It was
Now,
it
is
was early
this the
morning.
cat's ass of that conversation? I know
It
I
Brandon's
couldn't
is.
hang
cheesing.
with
He
you
loves
at
it.
1:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I'll
that
just
was
say
that's
this.
crazy.
I want to say congratulations, one for Lynette for creating this project, and two for all
Yes.
of you guys in the community that actually proved that it actually works. 6 months in, a token that started at $1 that is now sitting at more than $9 a token or $8 a token with more than $1 million liquidity. I've been in this network of the crypto space for 8 years. I have never seen a project that has been able to have this much success again, where 100% of every single person involved has been able to not only take the rewards, but take the rewards and sell them and cash them out whenever you want to. And there's money sitting there to do so. I mean, there's another big major project right now that has billionaires in it. And they're hyping it all over the place and everybody's jumping on board and their liquidity is $7,000. That's a joke. Even if you wanted to sell the token, there's nothing there to pull out. Now look at what we've been able to do with less than 5,000 active people in a short period of time that hasn't gone viral. Nobody's heard of us yet, and $25 million has been sold from your rewards into this community. That is a huge success, and this is just getting started. So what that means is it is in our hands on what we want this to go. You want to see this value of this token go higher? There's only so much Lynette can do to try to figure out, okay, how I can program something in here to create more of the demand, to remove the supply. But at the end of the day, if we're not sharing it with others to show and to live a healthier lifestyle through this product, then it's not going to go as fast as we want it to. So that part is in our hands. Now's the time to really start to build and share with as many people as possible. It's a win-win situation. There's no way to lose. That's what people are afraid of. Am I going to lose money? Am I going to lose time? There's no way to lose in this project. It's only on how much do you want to be able to earn, a little bit or a lot. And if all of us are in this together and doing this together, then it will happen sooner rather than later. So I just wanted to say I'm excited about
You
this.
guys know, Brandon,
Yeah.
were you on when we did the math? I know Chad was. If we had 2 million people in the project and they were only mining 0.002 per day, what would they be making? Do you guys remember what that was?
I don't. I wasn't on that one. Is that you,
It was
Ken?
like
Yeah, yeah,
$10,000 a day.
A
yeah.
day.
It was
Yeah.
it was a day.
And
Yeah, it was
all
a day.
your mining is 0.002. So you know how all of you guys are saying, yeah, but when there's so many people in here, we're barely gonna mine anything. Well, I'll take 0.002 for 10 grand a day, any time of the week,
Forget how much that token is going to be worth.
just
Yep.
to become healthy. 10,000 a day.
Yep.
Absolutely.
It's,
And I want to just kind of
crazy.
chime in here. This is Chadwick Robinson from Corporate Guys. And I just want to give some flowers to Lynette because, guys, this is a journey, right? And anytime we're looking to build something, guys, you're gonna go through the ups, the downs. You're gonna run into problems, but but the key is, are you gonna find the solutions? And I really want to give some flowers to Lynette because I know that this man trying to crack the code of this thing, it's challenging, and you have leaders who's passionate, who want this thing to do well. Everybody has the same goal. Everybody wants this thing to change lives all over the world. And we're all passionate, and we all have our certain level of experience and knowledge and wisdom, and we're pulling these things together. And I know it's challenging for Lynette to have to deal with all the different leaders and perspectives and ideas, along with her ideas as well too. But I wanted to give her some flowers because that's what it takes to be a great leader. And I see how she's willing to adjust and bend. She's stern, but she still finds that softness to say, okay, let me listen to what my people are saying. Let me listen to the core team. And I think that's a powerful trait to have as a leader, to be able to bend and adjust at times. Sometimes you have to be stern, and sometimes you have to adjust and bend and listen to the community and things of that nature, because that's what's going to take us to the next level. And I'm excited just to piggyback on what Brandon was talking about, guys. We have to understand, guys, we're like a small church right now. And we want to be a mega church. And we want, no matter who it is that's on this call, whether you're going to be a guru builder who's going to go share with thousands of people, or whether you're just going to be the stay-at-home mom that's just going to get your husband and your son and your family to get started and get to moving. We want to know that your voice here in this community is important. Your voice is important. If everyone would go and share with a friend and a family member, your husband, your wife, so you can start taking walks together, so you can start doing some type of physical activity together, guys, that is going to take us a long way. That's going to help us double, triple, quadruple the numbers, guys. And guess what? What she just implemented and showed you guys, listen, we want to start to create the right behaviors. And that's what one of the things I really wanted to share with the community, the mindset you have to have, guys. What you focus on expands. You don't break negativity by thinking about negativity. You break negativity by thinking about positive things, positive thoughts. And so what we're doing is, guys, we're grabbing the bull by the horns tonight and letting you know, guys, we're going to steer this in the right direction by focusing on what are the good behaviors that we see. Oh, somebody has 20,000 MQT right now. So how much will they have in another 6 months? Guys, guys, remember we told people about the reserve. The reserve is going to come. However, our genius Lynette decides to roll that out, and I'm sure she'll get with the core team. We'll bounce it around, and we'll do what we believe makes sense on how that's going to roll out. But understand, who's been already mining? Who has multiple devices? Remember, we told you there was a reserve. Now that reserve is going to end, but you have MQT in a reserve that is going to come to you. So understand that you're looking at them spreadsheets, guys. You're going to have reserves that's going to come to you in whatever capacity it comes to you in. And you can make a decision to say, you know what? What are you going to do with your reserves when you get them? Are you going to be smart enough to say, hey, hold on, let me stake them? Or are you going to do the other behavior and say, I'm just going to sell them? You want the short-term gain, or do you want the long-term stability of being wealthy? It's your choice. But either way, guys, we're going to continue to scale this thing. We're going to continue to share the vision. We're going to get better. We're going to get more organized. We're going to get more structured. We're going to have more fun. We're going to continue to impact lives. We're going to get healthier. And along the way, guys, we're going to affect thousands of people, and we're going to get wealthier. So we want you to be a part of that. And I just wanted to put my 2 cents in. Lynette, you're doing an amazing job, and I can't wait to be on the beaches of the world with you.
Thank you, Chad. And, you know, just say it because, you know, I'm sitting here, I'm reading the chat as it's going. I really don't see any reason why. Okay, so the reserve cannot go into circulation right now. But once we get this set up, what we could do, and I'll talk to developers, but if you want to stake what you have in reserve, push a button and it would just automatically put it into that for tier so that it can't go into circulation. You wouldn't be able to claim it for 222 days, but at least you would have it to stake it so that you could benefit from this. You wouldn't lose out. So you holders who want to also take advantage and stake the reserve token, I don't see any reason why not to, because it's not in circulation, but at least you can take advantage of it. And so I think that that's, I think it's only fair, really.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait to put the system together. You know, I know we were already working on it. Chad, myself, and a few other leaders were already, you know, putting together the pieces of a strong, you know, duplicatable system to really streamline the process of enrollment and engagement and excitement and you know, just getting people in this deal, you know, and it's gonna be a lot more fun now, because now we have a real vision of what wealth can look like in a year or less for the right person.
I just had
right?
a quick idea. I just had a quick
Yeah, go
idea.
ahead.
Maybe we'll
Go
talk
ahead.
about this in the core, but what if we gamified that staking? What if when they staked it, they can see a projection or something based on, you know, maybe we'll talk about that in corporate. I don't know if they're ready.
Yeah, no, it'll show you what you're earning every day in MoveQuest from the staking pool,
Yeah,
because
just
see,
calculate.
every MoveQuest every MoveQuest you stake has got a value. So let's say we don't have a whole 157,000 MoveQuests being staked, right? Though let's say there's only half of that. So let me just share my screenshot again, or my spreadsheet one more time, just kind of give you an idea. So let's say, you know, instead of the 175, how do I get to this number? Let's say only 30%, okay, are going to stake 92. Do you see how many more staking rewards that you're getting? And this is just on 6. So over 222 days, you staked 6 plus you got 8, so you end up with 14. Now, let's say you did the 395, right? That you staked them. Do you see how different that is? It's 592 MoveQuest. So, you know, if it does, let's say we don't get the full amount we'd like in there to go fluid, but you can see the difference, what it does in the pool. We're only $357,000 away from being fluid because we've already got the 40,000 MoveQuest. That's already banked. The Evolution's already bought that, right? You know, every time you evolve or you submit, you claim, you unlock the mining deck. Not only is it adding liquidity, but it's also buying MoveQuest. And it's already purchased in the last, since August 1st, a total of 297,224. So almost 300,000. It's been adding quite a bit of liquidity. Since Sunday, we've added almost $200,000 in liquidity. So we've used some of this. We don't want to buy it and drive the market value up. We're really trying to get us to that fluid level. So we're taking from the bank just to pad it. And that's why you don't see, you know, the project buying the MoveQuest, because it doesn't really need it right now. What it needs is the liquidity because of the selling pressure. And so we're just adding it. So we're at 305,000. So it's, you know, going back in, your sellers, they can get a lower market value. Why drive it up for sellers, right? We don't want to do that. We'll let, when the demand is here, it'll drive it up. We've got enough in reserve that it's not going to hurt us at all. So instead of buying the MoveQuest from the market, we just inject the liquidity and we take it from the MoveQuest that's banked. So even if only 30% of what's in circulation is staking, you're getting a higher percentage of that 625 that goes out every day. So you're going to actually make more. So a person who, spends the $6,000 or whatever, is at the $98,000 mark. It's getting 592 move quest, because see, you'll see here, let me just put this back at 57%. You see the difference, 311 versus 592. So you're just going to get more, and it still stabilizes the liquidity pool. Yes, this takes us where we actually have $12,000 over what we need in the pool for the remaining move quest, but you're not going to find very many liquidity pools in a project that are actually fluid at a stable token level. So even if only 30%, stake at that level, I'm $357,000 shy from being fluid. I'm okay with that, because that only takes us a month to get that in there anyway, right? Even if we just use just submission, nobody mints, nobody's, evolving or whatever, no new people are joining our community. It's just the existing community. It would take us a month to be fluid if only 30% were staking. And in the meantime, the market value is going to start going up, because see, when people stop seeing the red, you got so many, we're a new project. You got people that watch us. We're just now are listed inside the Exodus wallet, right? That's pretty amazing. And if all they see is red, 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 generally, because of how crappy a lot of these projects go, that usually means the decline of a project. Now, that's not the case for us, because we've got a self-funding ecosystem based on, the community engagement. So you still see it over $1 million, anywhere from, 1.2 to 1.56 million, and people are cashing out every day. But the outsiders don't know this. They look at this and they think, ooh, ain't got long before that's gone. They don't realize that we've been at this liquidity level for the last 7 months, and over $25 million has been, exchanged for USDT. They don't know that. Why? Because this doesn't exist in the crypto space. There's not a project out there that's done this. We want to reverse that optical view. We want to start seeing that green, 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 green. That's when you see people like take notice. That's when they're watching. That's when they're looking. That's when they want to learn about it. Seeing red candlesticks don't turn anybody on. Seeing green candlesticks, okay, that's going to turn you on. People are going to look at that. People get excited about that. People want to be involved in a project that's showing consistent growth. They like to see green candles. Nobody likes to see red candles. When you see red, you sell. Oh, that's when people start selling, because they think something's wrong. Oh shit, I'm going to sell. Really, that's when you're supposed to hold. You never sell on a downward spiral, right? You sell when you're going up, but only if the liquidity can, only a percentage of it. You sell high and you buy low. You don't sell low and then just keep selling low. And so it doesn't look great for people who don't understand what MoveQuest is. I wouldn't look at this and think, gee, I want to learn more about that project, when all I see is this red, 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 red. That's irresponsibleness from the community. I'm sorry, people don't like it. That's what Chad was saying about me. I kind of know nonsense. I'll just tell you like it is, because I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make you wealthy. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to teach you how to make money in crypto. I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to help you get fit and make a lot of money by sharing my knowledge and how a project should work. Now, I would love to be all of your friends, but that's not what my main goal is here. My main goal is to show the world how a real crypto project should work and how it should be created. That's my first goal. I have a responsibility to the community to do that. If I can't get people to follow common sense, right, by selling habits, well, then we change the narrative a little bit. We take away the reserve and we give it to the holders, and we reward you. The sellers are already being rewarded. They're taking the money before they should. And the holders are just watching this happen. So we fix that. We flip it around. We give the holders the MoveQuest. Why give the sellers the reserve? You're going to get your reserve from August 1st to February 1st, but it's over after that. It's only your holders who are going to get that. Period, plain and simple. And that's just the way it is. I mean, that's what you do, right? You reward sensible behavior. When you've got kids at home and they're doing something that isn't right? They're not using their common sense. What do you do? Back in our day, we got spanked, but in today's day, they get timeout. I can't put you guys in timeout, but I can reward the holders. And that's what we're going to do. I changed the narrative. That core group told me to. They didn't like what I was going to do. Did you guys?
Yeah.
So isn't this so much better? So you guys made me go back and rework it, rethink it.
That's
headache for 2 days.
Communication is key.
Yep.
Communication is key. What we call that a takeaway, right, guys? For those that have been in, maybe networking or sales, you know, you like you have that analogy where you know, when your kids are misbehaving, but in this instance, we're just taking it away. You know, maybe it's
I
the
mean, what did we get
PlayStation.
told when we sold our allowance?
Maybe,
You know what? My dad gave us
or
allowance every week. You know what I bought? And my sister can attest to this. I bought ice cream sandwich at lunch, chocolate milk, and a drumstick. That was my lunch. And then on Wednesday and Thursday, when I didn't have any money left, my dad was like, sorry, you sold it. You didn't give me more. So why would we
Right.
give more
There you go.
to those who are selling? We want to give it to our holders, and that's where it's going to go.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, it's awesome.
Because we
This is gonna be
appreciate you.
great.
We love our sellers. Don't get me wrong. That's what this project is here to do. If you need to sell it, have fun.
Mhm.
But if you're not here to sell it, you see the vision, you want to hold it. Well, guess what? We're going to help you become wealthy faster. Because those who are selling it right now, they don't care about becoming wealthy. You know what? It's doing what they want it to do. And that's great. We're
Right.
not chastising you. If you need the extra money and you're selling it, it's changing your life and it's helping you out. We are happy about that.
Right.
But
For
those
sure.
of you who are holding, because you get the vision, we're going to show you how to get wealthy very quickly.
Beautiful.
And we can make it happen because this project does it.
Right.
Yep. There we go.
Yep.
I know I got to
There it is,
stop
Hayden.
talking. I could talk all night about this project.
No, it's good. No, it's good. I mean, it's almost top of the hour, and I know I've just been listening to you. I know there's questions in the Q&A. If you haven't been seeing those, I can just kind of scroll through there. But yeah, this is exciting. This is great news. And like I was saying, the first quarter is going to be, I believe, it's going to be just an amazing culmination of things coming together. But wasn't expecting this. But it's, you know, like Chad said, it's that, you know, that continuous process of evaluating and just kind of going back to the drawing board and figuring out, and like, okay, that might not work. Let's try this and just try that. But you know, it's coming out of your head, Lynette. We definitely commend you for, you know, just grinding this thing out, and I think you hit a grand slam because
Yep. And I'm reading the
it's
comments
really,
here
really
too.
great. Yeah.
It is an awesome project. I want to just explain something. Okay, let me just explain. The sellers are not hurting the project. They're not hurting it. Okay, it's got a self-sustaining ecosystem. You see that it's consistently staying between $8 and $20 over the last 2 to 3 months. Okay, that's great. You're not going to find another move to earn out there. The other move to earns that have hundreds of thousands and millions of people in them can't get a token on the market to come up over a penny. I think the highest one might be 15 cents. Okay. This is totally different. And you've seen this. I mean, they've been on the market at the same time we have been over the last 7 months, right? I mean, and their token can't get past a penny. And we're still up in the dollars. And we will stay up in the dollar mark. You won't see this project hit into the pennies. It's impossible. Our community size is too big. So you don't hurt the project, but that's not what we're trying to accomplish here. We want this project to grow. We want the market value to stabilize and go up. We don't want it to just, what do you want to call it? We don't want it to be your paycheck. We want it to change your life. Okay, so we just have to add some dynamics, and that's the difference. It can be your paycheck if you need it. You can't hurt the project. If you got to sell your move quest, sell your move quest. We don't care. But what we do care about, we want to see the green in there too. And so those people who are selling or holding it, they're not selling. I've watched the wallets. I see those holders. There's a lot of you. Give them the extra move quest because they're responsible. They don't sell it on a whim. They hold no matter what. They are steadfast holders. And we're not watching your wallet to see how much you sell. I'm not a wallet watcher. I'm a holders, like numbers. I look at like the first 2 pages on the holders. Beyond that, I don't even look. Okay. I'm not looking to see who you are. I don't care. None of that matters to me. I'm just looking at what are the top holders, and they're the same over and over and over and over and over. Those are the ones we want to reward. If you're selling, we don't care. I don't care if you're a holder and a seller. That don't matter. We're not saying never sell, but we're just saying what you're not going to sell, hold, and make more.
Yeah, you're adding a benefit to those that hold, right? That's
Yep.
we've never really had that. It's always just been like, hold, please hold, please hold. But there's never been a reward. Like you said, the sellers have been rewarding themselves. And again, there's a lot of people in the chat. Oh, I just sold to get this done, or I just sold to get that done. If it's within the ecosystem, don't feel guilty, and you will be rewarded because you can still go stake, right? You're not left behind or punished for selling. No, that's not what we're saying, right?
No,
So
and
yeah,
it leads me to another question here. So yes, a couple of weeks ago we had said, and this was before we did this, you guys, okay, we just fixed all this issue. So we were saying that those who have held the longest or the most the longest would have more of the reserve coming to them, and those that were heavier sellers would get that doesn't even play into this anymore. We don't have to have that sliding scale. Everybody will get the same amount of the reserve at the same amount of time. We don't even care. We just fix the whole thing by letting the holders stake and earn the MoveQuest that was in the reserve. We won't have a reserve anymore. So now we don't even have to worry about it. There's 460,000 MoveQuest token that have been in circulation since August 1st that have gone into the mining. And that's what it's double that. That's what will be going into circulation. If you guys are going to turn around and stake them for 222 days, we don't even have a concern with it. So there's not any, you're not going to get them in less time or more time. There's not, that's gone. We don't have to implement that sliding scale because we just fixed the whole thing with the staking.
There you go. Yeah, I'm just in the chat on my phone here. Yeah, we have a few questions. I don't know. There's quite a bit of activity because you excited everybody. Everybody, and
Yeah.
go back to what you said earlier. We are your friend. Everybody wants to be your friend now.
I know. I'm
And
not
you
saying
are.
that to be rude. Like
I know what
when
you're
I
saying.
say I'm
just
not here to
playing.
make friends,
Yeah,
I love
I
the
know.
whole entire community, and
Yeah,
I
yeah,
completely appreciate every single one of you.
Right.
But when I say, like, if there's somebody selling, and I tell you what, you guys, I don't give people information. You can ask this entire core team. You guys never
Yeah.
know when the system is going to do liquidity injection. Nobody knows this, right? Because it's an algorithm and it just happens when it happens. I don't have favorites. And so what I say, I'm not here to make friends. What I mean by that is I love everybody. I would love to be everybody's friend here if I had time to meet every single one of you. You know, I consider you the MoveQuest family. I want to be very clear on what I mean by that. I'm not here to score brownie points with the community. I'm here to get a job done and do it the right way. I appreciate every single one of our people in our community, 1000%. So you guys, you already know I don't say things the right way in the best format. I'm kind of really rough around the edges when it comes to that. And I apologize for that. So yes, you guys are greatly appreciated. I love every single one of you. Without you, we wouldn't be where we're at today. But what I mean is I'm not here to score brownie points. I'm here to get a job done. I'm here to make you wealthy and healthy, or healthy and wealthy, whichever way you want it to be. I have a commitment and I have a responsibility to this community, plain and simple. So making friends and scoring brownie points is not top on my priority list. Making this project shoot to the moon, that is my priority. So I hope everybody understands what I meant by that. And
Yeah,
you don't take it the
absolutely.
wrong way, because people really twist things sometimes, you know what I mean? I just want to make sure everybody knows what I meant by that.
Oh, this has been recorded. They can go back and listen to it again. Yes, but
Right.
I believe everybody here gets it. And again, we set that up front. You're very transparent. You always tell the truth, and no one's going to tell you these kind of things in the space. No one's ever sat down and said, "Hey, look at these numbers. Let me show you how this works and how you could benefit." And this is, and it's just been a consistency that you've shown to this community, and we get it. We definitely get it. Absolutely. I mean, I don't know if we want to take a lot of questions because it is a new kind of what you put up here tonight. So maybe we get back to the drawing board and we, work on the system and work on the delivery and the messaging, and then we start answering these questions in Discord and Facebook, because we got a lot of X and all this. Go ahead, Chad. I hear you talking or chatting or responding. But yeah, I think that would be better than trying to answer all these questions, which are great questions, but I think they'll be answered with some content and some messaging and some verbiage that we put out there for the community. How about that?
Yeah, I agree with that. And the app and the leasing, that's all. We've already started deploying it as we speak today. We've already started bringing it live. And we are going to test it and look at it, make sure that all the grammar is right and all the content is,
Right.
that there's no typos and all that stuff. And once we've done that, once it's gone live, we won't make it live to the entire community. We're probably going to give it about 4 or 5, maybe 6, 7 days. We'll put up a countdown on the website. We'll actually have it in our hot little hands first, and then we'll give that countdown so you guys know, and then we'll just pull the trigger. It'll be on, and you'll be able to access it and do everything. And our goal is to make it available to the community anytime between February 7th and the 15th. Okay, that is like our final extension to our developers. I've made it very clear, that I've just made it very clear what has to happen. It's going to happen. So we're right there. It's been very difficult for them. I'm making them do things in the crypto space that's never been done. And so it takes a lot of work on their part. I mean, they are literally coding into smart contracts things that have never been done before. So a lot of testing has to be done on this.
Wow. we said it was going to be unprecedented and groundbreaking and revolutionary, and it's definitely all of that. I mean, it already has been. I mean, how many projects do you know that have performed this way and just held its ground and strengthened as we? It seemed like we were almost, and I wouldn't say the word weakening, but it seemed like we were like going down, but actually in the process, it's only gotten stronger. And now we just flip the switch on something that's going to just take us to the height that we believe we could always we were going to go in the first place. We've always had that vision. We knew it was going to take a good 18-month window anyway. Just like anything else, you're not going to prove anything in 6 months other than, oh, this is something here. But now we want to say, hey, now we've got something that could really be the standard in the space and be an example that someone can actually do the right thing by this technology. I'm excited about that. So that's all I got. I mean, it's over the hour here. And just be patient, take a deep breath. This has been recorded. We'll post it. You can go back and listen, take notes. And a lot of your questions you're asking, probably Lynette went over or answered during her presentation. So we'll get that in the course. We're going to go to the drawing board and we're going to create tools and content and information and data, and we'll put all together and deliver it to you with the right messaging so we can get it to, because guess what, if we're excited about it, how many people in the crypto space will be excited about something like this, right? Everybody. So
and let me just reiterate,
all
Ken,
that
because
together.
I don't think people
Yeah.
are catching this. August
Yes.
1st to February 1st, the reserve is there. Okay, when
Gotcha.
you wake up on February 2nd, there's no more reserve. It all will be in the 4-tier hatchery, period. So anybody who is here from August 1st, I don't care if you started August 1st, I don't care if you started January 27th, however many days you were in from August 1st to February 1st, that reserve is there. That reserve is yours. Whatever you mind, you will get. Okay, it's 100% of what you've already mined. But as of February 2nd, when you wake up the morning of February 2nd, there is no more reserve. If you want those extra tokens, you've got to stake in the hatchery to get those tokens. And based on what you stake is what you get. The more you stake, the more move quest you're going to get. You get all your move quests back that you staked, plus you get the move quest rewards. That's where the move quest is going. Yep.
That's pretty clear. All right. Yeah. Somebody said that's badass. Yes, Larry. Yes, it is.
Yep.
All right. Anybody else? Leaders? Quentin Bradford, Brandon.
When I told you I was going to
else?
make you
Did I miss
millionaires, I
anybody?
meant it. I wasn't lying. That wasn't
We
hype. That's
appreciate you.
reality.
We appreciate you. Yes.
Hey, that's what everybody likes to
I
hear.
believe it.
Make me a millionaire.
Yeah. You know,
Yeah.
we'll go, set the table. We'll go and we'll make sure everybody comes and
Now, real quick,
enjoys it.
are we doing anything on Thursday night, or we've eliminated the Thursday night?
I don't think we do them on Thursday. I was gonna see if I could get this more, give people more like a insight of what they could make by staking. People that have not claimed, you don't have to hurry up and claim. Wait till the hatchery is ready. If you are going to stake what you haven't claimed, you'll want to claim them before the hatchery starts, the tier 4. So you can get them in there. It just depends on how much you want to stake, but there's no rush on the claiming. I mean, that's up to you when you do that. So Thursday, if I can get everything compiled, let's meet and we'll let you guys know. Our core team will meet. We'll kind of go over everything.
Yeah.
Try to get down.
See it again multiple times. But then we'll have the AMA schedule for this coming Sunday, right? Same time, 3 p.m. Eastern.
Right.
Yeah. Those of you that keep asking the same question in the chat, just rewatch this video because I can't keep watching that because I keep getting the same question. I've answered it 10 times about the distribution amount.
To go back what Brandon said, I think we're due for another blitz though. This is time. So just be aware. Just know that we're working on it like tonight, and then the next few days you may see an announcement for a Zoom out of the blue for Thursday night, and we just take off with the content, with the information that we have now. Because I mean, we got 7 months to go do what Lynette just explained, and you all know what that means, right? That means all out. Let's go, right? So that's my mentality right now. So we may be doing something Thursday night. Just be prepared for it.
So let me address one question because it was a good one. What about the ones that are in the current hatchery? So I'm going to talk to the devs. What I may do, because we want to phase that one out completely, is just release it. So once the 4-tier is done, because if I were you guys and I had, because that's a lot of move quests, it's double what it costs for one miner. I would want to use that move quest to stake into the the fourth tier, and you should have the option to do so. It's a much better hatchery. You've got more move quest in that hatchery than it requires in the fourth tier, plus you're getting the move quest. So I think it's only fair. So once we do release that fourth tier, I think what we'll do is we'll release everything that's in the current hatchery, and we'll close it.
People have
And
been
that's only
asking,
fair.
would you be able to break down or make available a PDF file that's breaking down the 4 tiers and the calculator?
Yep.
They want to be able
Yes.
to have that.
Yep. Sure
Perfect,
can.
perfect.
Yep. We'll
Yep.
tighten it
Yeah,
up.
we never want to make somebody miss out on something. Like if you're in something, we create something better. So if that's ever the case, we'll always get you out of whatever so you can get into what's better. 100%. We'll make sure that you can do that.
Gotcha. All right.
We'll just release the
we'll do-
miners in the first one. So you guys, you'll get the miners right away. So you wouldn't have to wait those extra days. So when I say that we'll just be done with that hatchery, that just means you get everything back. You get your miners, you get your move quest, you get it back. And then you can just move it into the 4 tier, 100%. Yeah, I'm not gonna make somebody miss out on the 4 tier. I'd want to be there myself because that's where you're gonna get the move quest, right? You're not getting the move quest in the other one. You're only getting it in the tier 4.
Makes sense.
Fair,
All right.
gotta be fair.
It is fair. I think we're good, Lynette. Appreciate you again, doing what you always do. You come up with ideas and different angles to this amazing project that you've been working on for a while now. Almost 4 years, probably going on 4 years and total.
Yeah.
So it's just
I gotta
we're all
answer
very
one more
appreciative.
thing. Sorry,
Oh,
guys.
go ahead.
I'm interrupting you,
have,
but
man?
I don't want it to get too far
Oh,
out of
no.
my mind. Somebody just said,
Yes.
I just claimed my Vanguards. Should I wait until the other one? Now, here's my thing. I'd get the most out of my money as I could. I would go right back into that one. I would get more. And then when we release it in the next couple of days, you're going to get them back anyway. You're going to get them all back. Plus, you're going to get the new Vanguards
True,
and then go
true.
right into the fourth one. I mean, why not? You know what I mean?
There you go.
That's what
There
I
you
would
go.
do. But take advantage of the
Right.
few days that situation. I mean, it's kind of a great place to be.
Right, for sure. All right. Yeah, I was just wrapping it up, but they just, those are good questions, to be answered
Yep.
for sure. But hashtag buy MQT, hashtag steak, hashtag hatchery. Yeah, we got all kinds of stuff we got to work on, the messaging and the excitement around it. So yeah, look for something to happen this week for sure. Maybe a blitz or something. We'll get started getting the messaging.
So we need to do what
lined
we're
up
doing
when we're
on
done.
what they do on ESPN. That boy bad, right? What I told you the other day.
Yeah,
Boy,
yeah.
bad.
There you go. I like that. Okay, I see you. I see you. I see you. Awesome. Yeah, let's go, guys. Okay, appreciate everybody being here tonight again. And again, just stay close to the fire, and we'll probably announce something for Thursday, and we'll just ramp it up. How about that? Good times. Let the good times roll. I'm ready to get back on the horse here and really blitz this thing and change some lives. And that's what it's all about. So y'all have a great night. We'll see you on the next one. God bless.
Yep.
Peace.
Everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Bye.